On February 23rd of this year, a major announcement was made that Herschend Family Entertainment would become the new majority owner and operator of Kentucky Kingdom. This news means that some big changes are underway for the Louisville theme park, including the possibility of new theming, events, and a longer calendar schedule, along with some new rides. So in this video, we will let you know what attractions and theming I predict could be coming to the park in the next few years. And answering the big question, could Kentucky Kingdom become the next Dollywood? Find out next. Hey everyone, it is Cullah Hale from Destination Thrills, and I don't know about you, but I am still a bit shocked that Herschend Family Entertainment bought Kentucky Kingdom. Former president and CEO Ed Hart did such a good job of bringing new life to this theme park in the last few years, which really put Kentucky Kingdom back on the map for thrill destinations. And as a coaster enthusiast, I can only just thank Ed Hart for doing that to the park. Ed Hart had a vision for adding tons of roller coasters to the property, and he delivered by adding Lightning Run, Storm Chaser, and Kentucky Flyer. So for that fact, I was a little bit sad when I heard that he was no longer going to be running the park. However, if I had to choose a theme park chain out there to take over, my first option would be Herschend Family Entertainment. Herschend currently has 25 properties in 8 states, the most notable ones being Silver Dollar City and Dollywood. Both parks provide excellent all-around experiences for the family, from seasonal events to cleanliness to the overall atmosphere to food and stellar thrill rides. So when I heard it was Herschend, I was actually very excited, especially since I am a Silver Dollar City pass holder and I'm kind of hoping that there's going to be some discounted tickets to Kentucky Kingdom in the coming years. But also I'm excited to see how they transform this amusement park into a theme park. Now Herschend has already given us an insight on what changes they look to make in the near future. Some of the future plans include building the appeal for multi-generational families, hosting family-friendly seasonal and themed events, enhancing the product and guest experiences through rebranding and the addition of Herschend-owned programming such as costume character appearances. They also plan on expanding the season to provide entertainment to more park guests, and they also want to build relationships with the state and local tourism partners to increase awareness and entice travel to Kentucky Kingdom, Louisville, and the Commonwealth. Now, the first thing I want to note here is that there is no mention of immediately putting some major roller coaster or thrill rides into the park. So if you were hoping that Herschend would immediately come in and add a time traveler-like ride in 2022, you will be a bit disappointed. However, it is worth noting that there is some heavy emphasis on family entertainment, seasonal events, and the one that really stuck out to me was rebranding. Now, I don't think Kentucky Kingdom is all of a sudden going to look like Silver Dollar City with that late 1800s style theming, but I do see theming as being the biggest transformation that we'll see at the park in the short term. So with all that said, what are my predictions for what Kentucky Kingdom will be adding in the coming years? Well, let's start with 2021, the current season, and since the gates will be opening in just a few months, I don't expect there to be any major changes coming to the park. New rides and shows take years to plan, so there's no way that they're going to have some last second addition to the park. Furthermore, I do not see any major theming changes this season either, so if you attended the park in 2020, you probably won't notice any difference this year. The only changes I could see is maybe in operations, so probably a new ticket ordering system, website, more of the behind the scenes stuff, and maybe some discounts for being a season pass holder at one of their other locations, fingers crossed. Another thing I think we could see is some type of fall and possibly a winter event this year, which will extend the season for Kentucky Kingdom, which I think we can all be excited for. That's one thing that keeps me coming back to Silver Dollar City is all the different events that they have throughout the year that always gives me some brand new experience. So now let's jump to 2022. This is the year I think where we will see the rebranding take full effect. We may see theming that focuses on Kentucky's history, or maybe they embrace that Kentucky Kingdom name and bring a medieval style theming to the park. Knowing Herschend, they'll probably go for the more Kentucky history side of theming versus some random medieval theming, but my hope is that whatever direction they go, they do not go with the late 1800s theming that they do at Dollywood and Silver Dollar City. Why, you may ask? Because if I wanted to experience that, I would just just go to Silver Dollar City or Dollywood. Instead, I want to see something a bit more unique for this park, which in my opinion is the direction I think Herschend will go. Now with the rebranding, I expect to see new shows, changes to buildings, and maybe some ride retheming as well. We might also see some menu changes at the current restaurants and maybe just a brand new restaurant in general. I would love to see a new barbecue place similar to the new smokehouse just added at Silver Dollar City. As far as new rides are concerned, I do not expect any new attractions for 2022, as a major focus will be on the rebranding. So you might be wondering, when will we see a new ride? Well, that takes me into 2023. Realistically, I don't see Kentucky Kingdom being completely rethemed in 1 year. I think in 2022 we will see the biggest transformation, but I think there will be a few areas of the park that they will wait to transform once they add a new attraction or maybe a big refurbishment of an existing attraction. So in 2023, I think we will see the first new attraction or attractions from Herschend Entertainment at Kentucky Kingdom. Whether this be a transformation of the kids area with new rides and theming similar to the Wildwood Grove area in Dollywood, or maybe an overhaul of the River Rapids attraction similar to Mystic River Falls at Silver Dollar City. Either way, I do think we will see a pretty sizable investment here, and I think their focus will be on entertainment that the whole family can enjoy. Moving on to 2024, I believe they will follow the same investment strategy that they do at Silver Dollar City and Dollywood and take a break year. If you look into the past at Silver Dollar City and Dollywood, you'll notice that after big additions like Mystic River Falls, Time Traveler, and Lightning Rod, that there was always a break year before and after that ride was added. Personally, I like this strategy because it allows for larger investments, whereas with Six Flags, for example, yeah, you get something new every year, but it is typically a small flat ride or water slide. Whereas with Silver Dollar City and Dollywood, when they do add a new attraction, it is something significant, making the empty years well worth the wait. I don't see any reason Herschend would ditch this strategy for Kentucky Kingdom, so I expect 2024 to be a break year since they'll have a big investment in 2023. All right, let's finally get to 2025, and I think this is the year we finally see a new roller coaster, and I do expect it to be a pretty notable coaster, something record-breaking or innovative that will draw attention worldwide. Now, with the height restrictions for attractions in place due to the airport being so close to the park, it will limit the records this coaster could break. But I think if they come out with something innovative and break some niche record, they could really become a destination park for coaster enthusiasts. As far as what kind of coaster we will see, I think it is way too early to speculate on that because who knows what type of innovations could be available in the next 5 years. However, if it was up to me, I would love to see a low to the ground launch coaster with multiple inversions, something similar to Copperhead Strike or even Maverick at Cedar Point. I think something similar to both coasters would be phenomenal. Herschend has worked with RMC, Mack Rides, and Vekoma in recent years, so I think those companies would definitely be in the discussion for building Kentucky Kingdom's next coaster. The last thing I will note about 2025 is that a new roller coaster could mean the ending of T3. T3 doesn't have the best reputation, and it takes up a decent amount of space that could be used for a new coaster. So I really think Herschend will consider taking out the infamous Vekoma SLC when looking for places to add this new ride. Alright, so these were my thoughts on what is upcoming for Kentucky Kingdom now that it is being ran by Herschend Family Entertainment. So you've heard my ideas, but now I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments below what kind of changes you think Herschend will make to the park in the coming years. I really do think the future is bright for Kentucky Kingdom, and I'm really excited to see what transformations take place. And honestly, if Herschend runs Kentucky Kingdom like they do Silver Dollar City and Dollywood, I could see Kentucky Kingdom being a premier theme park in the Midwest in the next 5 years. Now, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more prediction videos, I have done a ton on this channel. I will link the playlist to my next coaster series in the description below, along with my next Coaster Kings Island video in the card above. Also, I will be making several trips to Kentucky Kingdom in the coming years, since I am only about 4 hours away from Louisville, so if you want to see all the progress updates, then hit that subscribe button, as we are the destination for all the latest theme park news and content. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm Cullah Hale. Have a fantastic day, and God bless.